All right, everybody. While we are waiting for the game to download, it seems like it's only downloading nothing and then simply won't update itself. Like the exe file is missing. That is straight up what it's actually saying. If anyone has a solution to that, please let me know, because according to Google and other things, then people are having other problems, but not with that. It's a little strange. And sorry for eating. I ran out of time. So what is happening is that I'm trying to re-download the game. Now, this is the fourth time, but this time I'm trying to forcing it. Hello, Valon. Everybody doing good? Also you, Masscast Bath. Nice to see you again. But anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy. So far, I've only heard good things about it, which is rare these days. Fourth time's a charm for sure. Um, Look, it's. I find it kind of strange that it just won't open. But why? I don't get it why it does, but we'll see. It's far so good. It's not loading, but might as well. Guys, sometimes it just opens at the window. Thank you, Bilal. It's I'm trying. Okay, it's like I'm not really didn't know anything about streaming until yeah, but so now we even have an intro screen. I mean, seriously. But let's again for like the so I find this rather problematic that a game is released like this and Steam just simply can't download it. I mean, sure, I have a fast internet connection, so I can download it in by like 6 minutes, which is okay. But has anyone played the game? I haven't heard it yet. Still, um, from what I know, it looks the few screenshots I've seen, it looks fairly like most other games coming out these days, like third person. Um, Almost like Mass Effect. Sound strange when I saw that the first time, but mhm. This here still downloading the content. If this actually doesn't work, maybe we should talk about there any other game that we can? My daughter just bought um YouTuber's Life 2. Guess that's not the kind of game we're looking for today. But they already feel it's getting boring. That's interesting. Because one of the comments I saw was that, okay, that's from one of those review sites, IGN, GameSpot, etc. And one of the problems with them is that they usually make it sound like that the developer has like invented the wheel for like the 90th time, and it's like a brand new thing that nobody's ever seen before. Mentioned that the audio team actually, which is kind of weird because they don't care about audio at all. They mentioned that the audio team, Eidos Montreal, they've done it again, ooh, etc., etc., and that's cool when they mention it. I'm just really interested in seeing what is actually up with the audio. Since if they say it's good, is it good to our standards at all? Like, seriously? Let's see. Game is about to launch. Downloading content, 99%. If not, let's just. And hopefully, in 2 days, when Age of Empires is coming out, then we won't have this problem. Updating, 99%. That's 90 gigabytes out of 90 gigabytes. Currently downloading 80 megabytes per second. That's just insane speeds after internet. That's nice. Installing. No? An error occurred while updating Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Update required. I guess actually there's a lot of Oh wow. Well, it says that we have 5 minutes of downloading updates in front of us. Should we rock, paper, scissors? $3 minutes to go. Should be fine. Should be fine. Should be in time to launch it. I guess the game just doesn't know if it's updating itself or not, and then day one patch simply just process the install file. Let's see. Do those of you are watching? Steam in a nutshell. You choose rock. Um. Okay, who's gonna be the judge? Because then let's go. Um. I, I choose paper, and then pick something, or the stream catches up to what you're saying. Ah. Okay, so that's even. Okay, we play fair. Okay, so scissors. What you got, Mass? Currently, it's 0 wins to 0 losses to 1 draw. Come on. On my side. Also, I got my graphics card up and running recently. Well, yesterday actually. The weird thing was that my DirectX driver was faulty. And when you have a faulty DirectX driver, it doesn't tell you that anything's wrong. It just tells you that um it can't run. The driver isn't supporting what's going on. It doesn't tell you that it's the DirectX driver, anything like that. So 3D Mark, all kinds of software, anything. If ray tracing was ever turned on, the game would crash, which is a shame because why buy a $2,500 graphics card of an NVIDIA 3090 and then not be able to ray tracing because ray tracing was kind of the point, plus the GPU power, of course. But okay, 20 seconds left. See what it says. I'm sure there's going to be like a day 2 patch. It's going to take like 9 days to download or something after this. What are you? Option? Okay. Hang on. HDR. Mm-hmm. Everything. DLS sharpening. Full screen. Things. Ultra. On. Ray tracing on. Because we. Mm. Let's try. Yeah, Mass. It's I it just don't even ask. Like we have a game. The weird thing about it was that we have a game, and you can hear it. Right? Yes, we can. Good. Everything's all right. Just the brightness. So you can on back until there's no more impact. No more impact. Anyway, let's roll audio. Uh, let's just go with headphones. Yeah, we have audio. And we have an audio setting. Good. Let's go. Yeah, it's just gonna go with. Let's just play. Removes all copyrighted musical content and replaces it with alternatives that can. There's the stream. Let's just. That's a thing. Let's turn the music off. Yeah, azimuths. But one of the thing about azimuths is that sometimes when I see it in games and you have the option to do that, that is great. But why am I given that option? I mean, it's great for me. It's great for most of you audio people there. Why is it that normal people, let's call that people who are not into audio, what do they know about azimuth values? Seriously? Good. And the sound goes away if I window. Excellent. Good. But I can still read the chat, and that's fine. Let's I accept the terms. I accept the privacy. Yes. Oh. Hi, everything. Fun. Can't turn it for. Good. Let's just get cracking. One of the things about this is that okay, we had to turn off the music because they already said that there was a license going. Oh, you worked on this. Nice. That's unfortunately, Pierre Antoine, we had to turn off the music. And nice to see you here, by the way. I had to turn off the music because it did tell me that I had to go to streaming mode, and I'd rather not play it with alternative music, unless you can tell me that the alternative music is good enough. Or is that just OST stuff and not in-game music? Actually, that has to be it. Of course. Licensed music. That's which one does it have to be? Streaming mode on. Okay, good. Because then we can do that. Then because nice. We probably got this. We do it our way. Yeah, let's. Okay, so let's see. That's good to know, by the way, Pierre Antoine. Thanks for that, because else we would have to play without music on. That was kind of like what happened when we. But we know that it wasn't exactly copyrighted music, but we turned it off because we wanted to listen to footsteps and so on. That's problematic because, of course, we should listen to music. The music is just equally as big a part of it as the sound design is. Some think so. Oh, trust me, we had copyright laws on Hitman, even on sound design, because then it was a... That was... Hang on. Windows slightly small. Pure Anton, we had copyright loss on Hitman because Hitman was a so-called live game. I literally thought someone was knocking on my door.
No wonder you couldn't hear me. Is that your new tape? Star-Lord. Who's the guy with the scary eyes?
He doesn't have a name. He's one of the Space Riders. And he's not scary. He's cool.
Cuba.
Your Space Rider certainly got his hands full. Pretty far out.
Nobody says
Nice
far out
Walkman
anymore,
filter. Pure Antoine.
Ma.
What?
Nobody says far out anymore.
Oh, well, your mom does. Maybe we should see if we could get tickets to see them live.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Your mom may not look it, but I was quite the rocker when I was your age. Your father and I would just lie on the hood of my old Chevy and listen to Black Sabbath and...
You like Black Sabbath?
Like I said, your mom's cooler than you think. Oh, we'd look up at the stars and he'd tell me all about the places he'd been.
Mom?
How about some cake, huh?
Yeah, I'll be up in a sec.
Right, Pure Antoine.
You said that 15 minutes
Thanks for
ago.
the heads up on the music and
If
all
you
that
don't
stuff.
hurry, I'm gonna eat
That's
that
good.
whole cake myself.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Hey, watch the hair.
Oh! Peter!
Stepped on Lego.
We've talked about you leaving your toys on the floor.
It's not a toy. It's an action figure.
More like an action landmine. Stab your foot. I will.
He doesn't even... Never mind.
13 whole years. Look at you. Where does time go?
I'll be up in a sec. I promise.
Right.
Are you ready to go, go, go? We'll make our stand. Don't give a damn. This is our time to go from zero.
This will be worth hundreds of dollars someday. Oh man, I can't wait to play this. Maybe I can convince Andy to buy it with his paper out money. 3 natural ones in a row last game. Some barn I turned out to be.
Presentation on me. Nice. That's cool.
Keep hitting those dingers, George, and you'll make it in the Hall of Fame for sure. Might as well just peel the stickers off and put them in the right spot.
Ride straight into the fire.
Why can't we solve it?
Ready to go, go, go. We'll make our stand. Don't give a damn. This is our time to go from zero to hero. Tonight we ride straight into
Peter Quill. Peter Quill, wake up.
Holy crap, Drax. You gotta stop doing this, man. It's weird.
We are approaching the quarantine zone.
How long was I out for?
15,338 ticks.
That's very specific.
The betrayer is ready to begin her mission. She has requested your presence
you.
in the cockpit.
Gamora's on our side, Drax.
She is the spawn of my sworn enemy, a murderess and a traitor. I do not trust her.
We'll try.
Does he have a
supposed to be a
10
team.
pack?
I make
10
no
pack of
promises.
muscles for abs? Didn't know. What up, Chris Pratt? The Foley here is quite crisp. Wait, but pretty like straight in your face. Also because of very.
Oh, it ain't just a junkyard. The quarantine zone's the biggest pile of galactic war debris in the known universe. Just think of all the tech we can find. Ah, there you are, Quill. Tell Groot to stop worrying about getting arrested.
I am Groot.
I'm not overconfident. I'm just the right level of confident.
Arrested? For what? Our ship just accidentally slipped into the quarantine zone.
Oops, our navigation malfunctioned.
Oops.
Additional dialogue.
How would we accidentally cross into the Nova Corps force field?
Details.
Nice gizmos, Rocket.
I'm calling them thumpers on account of the noise they make. Assuming we get past the force field and reach your coordinates in one piece, all we gotta do is set them up, and these babies are gonna draw out our monster in no time.
Okay. Graphical flaws, but that's fair enough.
All right, I'll let you get back to it. Sounds like catching that monster will be easier than we thought.
Yeah, the faster we catch it, the faster we get paid.
There's nice footsteps here. Difference between walking and
Rocket! Did you bring back the docking chips you took from the alignment console?
I'll do it as soon as I reconfigure them!
You better not try to sell them off!
Not like a...
Mora?
Up here, Peter.
it's always nice in video games how you can interrupt a dialogue between two other people,
why aren't
like
you
the
in
most rude person on the planet.
I was,
in this case, on
strategizing.
the spaceship. But yeah,
It's one thing to get into the zone, but we still gotta catch that monster.
Right.
So did I miss anything?
Other than a ton of suspicious glares from Drax, not really. Now, if you're done strategizing, feel free to grab your seat. We're almost ready to go.
I'm wondering if these are direct cinematics or in-game footage of in-game direct animations by tagging. They have quite nice, fully very specific to their movements.
Hey, Morgoth yourself.
I'm wondering
Once
if
we've reached
there's
that force
even
field.
variations on these.
There's no going back.
Your black market codes are gonna crack that Nova net, right?
Yep. As soon as you enter them in your console.
Peter Quill, we must soon discuss the status of my official team membership badge.
Drax! Once again, there is no official badge.
Obviously, you would not have one, Assassin. The small one indicated the procedure is a well-guarded secret.
Rocket, stop messing with him. Guys, our great leader ran away. Could you send him back?
Peter Quill, the murderess still calls your name.
Oh, sounds kinky.
Nope.
I mean, I would like to someday. Right now, there's a lot of dialogue. Nice Foley and a lot of dialogue. What is this?
Rocket! Why are the array cables everywhere on the floor?
I'm working on it.
Nice. Rocket finally cleaned up the fur balls.
You're welcome.
Clean UI sounds. Thing.
Wish you were here, Mom.
So, Drax.
Almost 20 years, and those tracks are still fire.
Of course. Lady Hellbender is a legendary warrior and a noble queen.
And she's rich.
That is not a prowess, simply a commercial fact.
As long as she buys her monster, she doesn't need to be royalty.
You are jealous of her.
Drax!
So I'm wondering,
About
I don't
Gamora.
know if you noticed, but the voice
Let's not
of
wait, Peter Quill. I am ready.
I don't know all
for
these
battle.
characters' names.
You know we're
She
supposed
was
to
she's
capture
up
this
in
monster,
the
right? Not kill
cockpit.
Of course.
And she's talking.
I suspect it will not go down.
Her
in
voice
the fight.
is surprisingly
Bullet
2D,
muscles, Lady Hellbender
all the way down
find
those
damaged
stairs.
goods.
I will aim to preserve the integrity of the beast as best I can.
Good.
All the way down those stairs. She was almost like 2D coming from her direction. And once we come down into this room here, she is no longer very much coming from the door opening. So I'm wondering what engine this
All
is
good,
in.
buddy?
Is
You know,
this
I don't
the
understand you, Groot, but I'm going to
G2
assume you just said something super kind and
mention?
thoughtful.
What did the tree say?
No idea. Groot really needs to get these plants under control.
Wait. Okay, so the door has two different sounds, There's like an opening and a closed one, but the UI of this seemingly always the same, even if it fills with.
After you left,
That seems a little odd,
he leans over
because that's a
and he
detail.
says, what do you need these for then?
What is it?
Dude, take 5. We gotta talk about that Gamora thing.
She's waiting for you in the cockpit.
I already checked in on her. You know you're not subtle with all that staring, right?
Subtlety is neither my strength nor my intent.
Look, I know you're mad about being on her team for the mission, but could you at least try to get along?
I doubt I would succeed.
What have we got here? Right. So notice here, the camera, if like his Foley sounds are coming, reaching the back of our camera,
Groot,
we have a
did that escort
filter
job
on
in
it.
Orga ever pan out?
Not when we're more crisp, we're staring at him.
What do you mean you never called her back?
Interesting.
Don't know if you noticed.
It's not too difficult to set that up, but it's a nice way of sort of like
Milano.
getting all
Engine
sounds that are
parts from at
behind
least
you,
5 different
like
black
just fade out a
markets.
little bit, so there's focus on what's in front of you and not what's behind you. Feet. Today, it's kind of easily set up in Wise and other things automatically, but where you can just say azimuth values, have a directional listener and so on. But in the past, you would have to manually code it and simply have a kind of parameter
This moment of quiet reminds me of the
controlling
legendary
it
siege
for
of
you.
Sector
So
7.
Not so sure about tooth cleaning tablets. Manual brushing is where it's at.
Sure. I'm kind of... What is my goal? This kind of chill drone here, and neat. Lots of reverb on the UI.
Ready now?
Now?
Yeah, I am ready. I just want to.
Now.
If it's
Okay,
Know where to
here we
go.
go. Rocket, Groot, Drax, get in here. We're going in.
we still have a few ticks before the next time window, actually.
The next one?
Novacore security grid resets every rotation. We want to be in and out before our code expires, or we'll get stranded.
And if we wait for the next reset, we'll get a full rotation to do this. Nice.
Oh, why's the Novanet still up? Thought we were going in.
Well, it appears the assassin's contacts are as untrustworthy as the betrayer herself.
Oh, please don't tell me Gamora's backdoor codes are bust. We nearly went broke getting them.
Relax, Rocket. We still got a few ticks before the next time window.
The network just reset. You can enter the sequence, Peter. 0451.
That's it? 4 digits?
Suspicious. These security measures are too simplistic for Novacore.
It's not that simple. The code only works on this date for this ship.
Oh!
Wasn't that the code? I already
These
forgot.
codes are more like an encryption key of some sort, designed to integrate temp-
There. And we're in.
Incredible.
I realized there was so much stuff left after the war.
Restraint wasn't very popular in the Shatari army, especially with Thanos in charge.
It's probably all harmless now. I mean, Novacore had 12 years to get rid of the heavy-duty explosives, right?
That's why I like you, Quill. You're so pure. Oh, the wonderful and terrible things I could do with all this tech.
Stay focused, Rodent. We do not come here to scavenge.
Why not? The Milano's weapon systems could use an overhaul. Plus, there's good money in it.
The beast that we seek is far more valuable to the Monster Queen of Seknarf 9 than any illegally acquired salvage.
Whoa! Place is really shifty.
I'm not seeing a monster, but that big cylinder up ahead looks like the mining ship Peter's friend said to look for.
Friend.
For a night. And you'll see the monster soon as we place Rocket's monster summoning thingies.
Flark, yeah. Groot, Quill, suit up. Team Rocket's up first.
I still do not understand why I must remain on board with the assassin.
Oh, because you're part of Green Team.
You assigned me to the team before you named it. And my skin is not green. It's teal.
Teal. Listen, if we want to trick the monster into going inside that mining rig, we need to place thumpers on both sides. 2 sides, 2 teams.
And 2 clips to the drop site. Ground's too unstable to land the ships. You'll need to jump.
That's our cue. Let's go, Groot.
Don't worry! Once the thumpers are placed, we'll meet in the middle, and we'll capture the monster. Together.
Very well.
Wouldn't it have been cooler if it was actually Chris Pratt that was the voice of Peter Quill here, instead of doing Mario? Maybe he should be focusing on this role.
Number 1 done.
I don't want to overly care what he does. I think it's fair enough.
Gamora,
Mario.
take care of my baby.
It's a ship, Peter, not a child.
Oh,
Move.
you imagine?
What, the pink goo? It's custom nanoresin, designed to keep all this war stuff from floating away.
How many of these ships did you
Shut up.
personally
I want to
destroy,
listen
Assassin?
to the stuff.
In this massive junkyard.
Anyway,
Filled with debris from both sides of the war.
Nah, it's totally safe. Now, can we
quiet.
please focus less on the toxic goo and more on all this cool war junk it's holding together?
Oh!
You okay, Quill?
Yeah, I think so. This, pink resin stuff's definitely strong enough to hold this place together.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, probably strong enough.
Yep. Being here definitely feels a little weird.
let's see here.
Quill, these coordinates are so reliable.
We need these guys to shut up so we can test that visor thing.
We're the only ones crazy enough.
Just imagine what kind of blasters the Chitauri had to use to wreck some of these frigates.
It's no.
I'm not being insensitive. I'm curious and kind of jealous.
So this turns on a filter of sorts. Very fast in. Much slower out. Probably a state. Or turning on visor.
I heard Nova Corps once wanted to cover entire planets in Novanet, just like this place. Hostile ones, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't want the world mind picking and choosing.
I'm thinking that big cylinder thing is our rendezvous.
Yeah, that's the mining rig.
So weird seeing it all clustered together like this. Bits and pieces of a war that spanned the entire galaxy held together by pink goo.
Ebrium-based nanoresin.
Hello,
Whatever. I'm just
William
saying, it's a lot to
Nalbo.
take in.
Good to see you here. Daddy, you approve. Daddy, you moving along? Planned?
You know, I think I do sort of get it. Oh, look! Yellow and blue. Looks like an old Nova Corps frigate. Nice!
Come on, dude.
The
People
yellow and
probably
blue,
died
maybe
on that
that's
shit.
Killjoy, why'd you even bring us here if the place is so sacred?
others.
I can name at least a dozen planets with monsters on them, so...
Don't know if you noticed, Rocket, but people aren't exactly falling over themselves to hire us.
Oh, I have noticed.
If this job pans out, sure we'll get money, but also a rich new client. We need to impress Lady Hellbender with a monster she's interested in, not just any old critter.
Which is why we should have gone after Fin Fang Foom.
We won't impress no one if we're dead.
I feel like I'm playing this game as a QA almost. QAing everything.
It is
Anyway.
strange. I have not encountered any corpses in the wreckage.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Ha! Almost made yourself a very late war casualty.
Not
Good one, fella.
funny.
Upgrade available. Peter Quill. What can we up?
You know, I like this. This is fun. The three of us hanging
you.
out, just like when
Most
we
people
started
think
this
it's
game. For
Half-Life.
You know who
but
joined us?
obviously.
I do not hate everybody. I tolerate Quill. Quill's a swell guy.
Come on, Rocket. Drax and Gamora are valued additions to the team.
You're only saying that because
I bought it at
Is that why
the
your planet's
Apex
Drax
Twin
hiking
concert.
the ship?
Maybe.
It
Hey,
last
can't a
time.
guy want to spend some
That
quality
was a
time
DJ
with his
set, but it
friends?
was nice.
Don't worry, it's safe to walk on, mostly. That's why Green Team's on the Milano. Heck,
Why
it's a lot more dangerous to
Is
fly around
his
here.
own voice
heard that.
panning when talking? So clearly his emitter is on his mouth, but the listener must be on the camera then. Oh, interesting.
Careful on that thing, Quill. You spot something out there?
They make him pan. One guy pan. Kind of odd. That's an odd solution. It probably has its advantages later.
What is this omnipresent pink substance made of?
You mean the Ebrium-based nano-resin cluster foam?
Whoa!
Pretty sure that way's a dead end.
You sure?
Ah, there we go. Path's this way. Come on.
How can you even tell?
Just trust me, all right? Hey, Groot, you think we could find pieces of the Trion Shard in here? I'm Groot. You never heard of the Trion Shard? Pyramid of pure evil that corrupts everything it comes in contact with. Making things up. Name one time I ever made something up. You happy, Quill? That's it. Walk of shame. Of course he could.
Oh, so
I
it's
told him.
Rocket's voice. Explains the panning. Not good. Uh-huh.
After we sell the monster, I say we head to nowhere. Do some gambling. I am Groot. You can't bluff your way out of a plantain pot. But then, neither can Drax.
I think the voice
Done gloating.
pants a little too fast.
I am never done
A
gloating.
little too sensitive to panning.
Yep, classic me.
Advanced component. Ooh. Upgrade available, but how do I upgrade anything?
Peter Quill, the insubordination of the assassin has become insufferable.
I'm doing exactly what we planned to do.
It'll probably come later.
Watch it, Quill.
Oh,
All good, no worries.
material can
But
be
watch your
destroyed.
step, guys. This junk isn't as stable as we think.
Yeah, different color than the other
Little
one.
stuff.
I mean, that's a level design thing for Max Pierce to talk about.
Ugh, I
Fairly
hate these
straightforward.
ship-eating parasites. Flark
Different
has
colors
looked
to
right
indicate
through the
where we
Milano
can
in 2 cycles.
attack and so on. Oh, so we can also add. Oh. Nice. Didn't know. But that's if I double tap forward. I was trying to just move. I'm just trying to move.
Flattered.
Briefly tap
Hey,
forward so we can
50
check
units
his
says I can clear more of these
animation
suckers
time.
than you.
As it. Whoa, what the? Rocket, did you do that?
The scoreboard? You like it? Hacked it into your visor cover last time you took a snooze.
You hacked into my stuff?
Considering how many times I fixed the Flarkin thing, it might as well be my stuff. Optimal thumper placing distance should be just up ahead. I'm Groot. I'm thinking right in front, through the giant hole where this ship's cockpit used to be. Well,
Is
that's
there also
grim.
a small effect on their voice, like a small
Yeah, try not to think
danger
about it.
thing?
It's better not to wonder what happened to anyone working on these old
When
records.
this
It was a
visor
long
here is
time ago,
on.
anyways.
I guess so. Why is it that I can't see? I'm having the visor on. The visor is supposed to. So. So this filter is definitely something not as simple as just a plain low pass or high pass. This is definitely, of course, low passing it, but I would assume also some other kind of filtering, changing all the voice. Where is Pierre Antoine when you want to congratulate him on doing stuff? I kind of like this. Of course, we're deciphering it.
I should have been
We're hardcore deciphering all these things right now, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's
I don't know. know, but he's
It can be hard to find out if it's
Scudstain,
if it's any good or not
Yep. Yeah, just.
when you're trying to decipher it. So it's hard to find
I
out if
saw
it's a
a
good game.
shortcut.
Let's see.
Go ahead without me. I'll catch up.
Okay, there's a cracked out Nova Corps missile bay just on the other side. We'll meet you there.
Yellow and blue missile bay. Got it.
It is good to be doing physical labor again.
Kind of hard to believe you were a farmer.
Okay. Crawling through.
Still don't know how to do those upgrades.
No big deal.
That bothers me a little bit that I'm
Quill.
told
Pretty
that
sure
I
nothing's
have
gonna
an
jump
upgrade
out at
available
you.
and then
Except maybe me and Groot. Hey, Gamora! Hey, you and the Milano don't get stuck in any of this rest. Come on! Trying to bring the whole place down, Quill!
I shot a thing.
I get it. First tool in the old toolbox. After we catch this monster, we really should spend half a cycle loading up the Milano with tech.
The longer we stay here, the higher the chances of us getting caught.
Yeah. It's just such a waste.
Green team, checking in.
There's
Seeing a lot of
quite a lot of
instability.
dialogue.
What's your latest?
The meat sack felt.
Ooh, don't die, don't die, don't die.
and dialogue is cut whenever we activate something. So there's definitely some sort of
Dead Quill, we can hear your wussy squeal even without the phone.
Little busy.
some sort of
Crap! That's cheating. You guys should have seen that. It was this weird.
some sort of kill all, like an event that's now this is triggered kill all events that has kill all dialogue or something. Just kill the entire dialogue tree. Okay. Find it kind of a little strange.
Hurry, your fat Huey butt up!
Yeah, Peter!
It's like pumping a shit. Done.
It's his fault for falling!
Everything okay over there?
Quill nearly got himself eaten by a blob or something. Should
Nice pause thing. Like pausing dialogue and then
Darn
continuing it like
squeal.
this
You must
instead of
fight
stopping
with
it.
dignity, Peter
So
Quill.
we don't interrupt anything, we just pause dialogue.
Not funny.
But notice how the subtitles ability points still can't do it. I mean, these footsteps, not really like I'm stepping on metal, right? Sounds more like I'm in sand. Wondering if they change.
That is exactly the kind of scrap we're looking for. Way to go, buddy. Don't be so modest. That was a great find.
Continue. Oh, so these stairs have. It seems like that the overall footstep sound continues,
All
so
right,
it's only
Rocket, we've just set up another couple
basic
of
footsteps
All you do
combined
is find
with
and so
a sweetener.
far, I haven't abandoned you
So,
while you're on the
regardless of material
You
we're
waited
stepping on,
till
it's
all the
only
thumbs
if that
was up
material
before
has a
doing
sweetener.
that.
Hey, Pierre Antoine. So, footsteps here. Sounds like I'm walking on sand. I'm guessing that these footsteps have like just one base footstep, and then
Hey,
only if the
hey,
material has a
what makes you
sweetener,
so sure
that one
this
plays on
hell
top.
lady is
So
gonna buy
these
a
stairs over here
rope?
sound like it's also still the base
Their
footstep,
collection
and then
rare
of
creatures
course
is
some
outdone only by the wealth she showers
clickety
on
clickety
those
one.
who cure them.
If someone was
Stepping on
paying
this.
top unit for weirdos, I'd
And
know about it.
fuck ton of dialogue.
Not one of your back alley
So
hoods.
it's really hard to decipher all of this.
I go that way.
These stairs here, like brittle metal, combined with the footstep, the regular base footstep. Yes.
Remember, these thumpers ain't gonna lure squat if they're in the wrong place.
Don't worry, Drax took notes.
They are rich in detail.
We were just there. How?
How's Team Rocket doing down
Like,
there?
I like these stairs.
Waiting
Nice.
for Quill to show up.
Your team was tasked with keeping Peter Quill safe.
Am I supposed to fall in holes instead of him?
Yes.
This is where we
Fragile
came
Terran
from.
frame cannot handle the impact.
And we can. Why we have level designers to show us the way. But
How much of the war did you see, Rocket?
Only the bits that happened as I was doing other jobs. Great thing about a war, nobody was paying much attention. Me and Groot.
Terrence, do you know how do I upgrade anything, or is that something that comes later, like when we finish this level or something?
Well, we
Back at
got
the
a
ship.
lot riding on your gal pal's mystery monster tip. I hope she's legit. Like you could even tell if she had an honest face.
Trust in the plan, guys. Everything is checked out so far, right down to the mining ship. We put our thumpers in the right places, and we'll bag that monster.
Quill knows all about putting thumpers in the right places. And getting
Uh-huh.
thumpers in the sack too.
Anyway. Okay.
Mother of Scott!
All right. Thank you. Because I was wondering about that.
Are you kidding me?
Like how am I supposed to do these upgrades? Anyway, that's good to know. Let's try and find one of those tables at some point soon because
We're
the stream's
fine.
getting pretty long
We
as
can't
well.
jump that.
You don't gotta jump. There's a sturdy support beam on this side. Get Groot to grow a bridge across. Just ask him nice like. He does it for me all the time.
There we go.
All right, Groot. Let's see that
Hey,
cool
mate.
climb. That's one hell of a party trick, big guy.
I am. He says that a lot. Oh. Freaky wood.
So,
Nice.
Drax, how come you're so
That's
in
nice.
love with this Hellbender lady?
I do not love Lady Hellbender.
Yeah, shouldn't you be all like, her name is illogical. You cannot bend hell. Gross. More ship eaters. Ah, they're everywhere. All right, back to business. Boom! Right under your nose, Quill. Of course we're going the right way. Just keep your eyes on that mining ship. That's where we want to end up.
What's a mining ship doing in the middle of all these fighters anyway?
They don't call them casualties of war for nothing.
Groot, I found a hitch. Can you latch onto it? I will never get tired of seeing that.
Hey, Greenies, you see any blue and gold ships out there, you let us know.
We have seen many such ships.
He
Don't see
means
them.
active ones. We haven't talked about what to do if we run into a Nova Corps patrol.
I'm a little wondering.
Restrain them until we are done here.
Control.
Bad idea. Those cops are all connected through their stupid helmets.
If they do spot us, all they have to do is close that barrier and we're stuck in here with the rest of the graveyard.
They wouldn't do that, right? Leave us to rot in here? Has to go against the Nova Code or something.
Yeah, well, who would ever know?
So, Good fun. We're definitely certain that there is a kill all dialogue
All right,
whenever something is
set her down
triggered.
right
There's
there.
one event that kills the entire dialogue tree
Yep,
before it
one to
starts the
go.
next one. That's a nice way of doing it.
Clark.
We've experienced a couple of
No.
times that there's dialogue going on and
Clark
then
and Skaggy. Crittack
then it
and
stops when
batteries
we
fried.
trigger
That's
something.
what's wrong. Maybe you put it down
decent
too hard.
solution to
Let's
it. Also
just
easy to
find
do in voice.
solution.
Nice.
Looks like this med kit is tuned to Kree biology. A shame we don't have any Kree on the team.
You mean a blessing? Stop flarking around.
What do we have here?
Do I look worried? The resin will hold. You ain't that heavy. I seen this group anchor a Shatari dreadnought. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I can imagine. So that's an in-engine. Also, by the way, is this what engine is this?
Many legs.
That's
Like,
is this
more
the
war?
the G2 thing? What, you called it something else. Up at Eidos Montreal. The one that was built on G2? Or is this straight up G2? G2, nice. Okay. Because then I'm pretty sure I know how a lot of this works.
Catathians have no need for surnames.
I
What
accidentally
about the destroyer?
made a bunch of
It's
things.
a moniker to mark the countless I slaughtered during a shameful period of untempered rage.
Yeah, one of those. I could be.
Yeah, Dawn. Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I
The
ain't
Dawn
never
engine
known-
also was used in Deus Ex and so on. I could use some information about where to go.
This place really makes you wonder.
About what?
What Novacore hoped to do by sweeping all this up and forgetting about it.
Maybe they just wanted to move on. Leave the past behind.
The past cannot be left. It follows our every step.
But where am I supposed to go? Ah.
Of course there ain't any
Shut
plants.
down those.
It's a junkyard. Plants grow where they got food.
Found something with a charge.
Uh-huh.
That looks like a spacey car battery.
Lucioid or xenon cell. Never mind. Let's try it. Bring it over to the middle here.
Okay. This thing isn't gonna zap me, right?
The chance is minuscule. At best. You'll be fine.
Here you go.
That'll do nicely. Just let me tinker a bit. I'll have to do some tweaking once I see how much juice this thing puts out. So watch my back.
Watch it from what?
Combat! Go.
Rocket! Help me scramble some critters!
No, Scott! If I don't rewire this fast, it's gonna short circuit.
Crowd control, detangles.
Fucking monster things! Everyone get ready!
Come on, little guy!
Why does that wood sound continue to play?
Killing party favors!
Hey, whoa. Sure, yeah.
Easy for you to say. You've got a pointy stick. Thanks for the heads up, bud.
They're really coming out of the woodwork!
I have not encountered any wooden structures.
Good. Use that beer. Kill them all. Come on, you hungry chump.
Rodent referring to me?
Stop the sword, brute! Lights out, eyeballs!
Look out!
Don't laugh at my gamer face when my tongue is moving up.
Sway in those branches.
Everybody has one.
How long does it take to shoot Scott? We're working on it. Done. We're all blown.
Right, so combat has nice
In time.
features in terms
I'd like to
of
see you
it's
fix it.
chaotic. Dialogue definitely ducks everything down so that we can still clearly hear what they're saying. And there's a really nice mix going on, depending, so that you'll feel the impact of the gun, you still feel the impact of kicking all these enemies. But dialogue never goes away. It's really nice mixing.
Wondering if the reward's
Really
gonna be
nice
worth
job,
all the risk
whoever
we're
did that.
taking for
Up
this
at
job.
Itis.
Me and Groot are nearly unkillable, but what if the rest of you don't make it out alive?
Guys, we deliver this monster to Lady Hellbender, we'll get bigger payouts and jobs that don't suck.
A ship for each one of us.
I mean, a team only needs one ship.
Perhaps a more spacious ship.
What? No, I love my baby.
We can modify her. I'd kill for a gunner's rotunda.
We'll think about it.
Groot wants a plant.
Groot, man, we will get you 2 plants. Of course it's the worst space ration flavor. This one tastes like dollar store cat food. Makes your teeth oily.
Well, come on, man.
Bit of Hitman shimmy here.
Man, that thing is ridiculous. Think it was a ship or a robot?
Yeah, so all lines also need to be
Century.
um,
robot, but it would
mastered very thoroughly in a very precise way so that they all have the same average amplitude, average this and that, all comes through as at the same level, because if you need to duck other things, you can't suddenly have a dialogue file that doesn't come through as powerful as others, or it does come through even more powerful than others. It goes both ways. So it must have been quite a job to process all this dialogue. Good job to the dialogue designer. And they know their shit in regards to how to mix.
How do we know the monster we're looking for ain't one of these things we already killed? This old Kree tech gets me wondering, where would I be now if those blue butt scuts managed to keep me locked into their half-world experiments? Yeah, chances are you'd be climbing over bits of me right now. I wasn't even a person to the worst of the Kree's mad scientists. More like a real smart walking gun.
A very talkative gun.
Yeah, that part was an accident. They tried to fix it a few times. The entire facility was the problem. I wish I'd gone back and blown it up before the end of the war.
Peter Quill, the double agent is trying to lull me
Yeah.
into a false sense of security.
Right. And the moment you drop your guard, I'll strike.
Aha! So you admit it.
You got me. My plans are
Yeah,
foiled.
so you have to normally come into all of the files manually and then bump up the volume, because if you just automate it with a compressor and so on, then have lines that are still like, if they have just a tiny bit of transient here and there, the rest of the whole file becomes silent, or not silent, but much lower. You have to go through them. It must have been a lot of work.
All this firepower. Now it's all this crap.
Yep, that would have been a killing blow.
Ha! Not even close.
Groot, need you to shoot a bridge right into that eye socket.
Now, I want to see you do that to something in combat. Wait, is that... Yes! I'm about to win this bet, Quill!
Here goes nothing. Ah! We're inside a giant robot head.
And I got robot parts inside my head.
You have robot parts inside your head.
Hey, Groot, what do you think I should do when I win this bet? I mean with the units he'll owe me once I win.
Change in reverb when we got into this rotundum. So there's some sort of automated calculation here. Not only a marked area for reverberation. Seems quite interesting.
Wonder how many big bot carcasses we'd find looking around the entire zone.
If it's a sentry you're looking at, we've seen at least 3 so far. Or at least 3 pieces.
I assume the large arm belonged to the large torso.
Well, I know what I'll be doing with my winnings. I'm saving up for our next stop on Contraxia to get one of those Zeronian massages.
You're so predictable. Don't congratulate him! Let's see. When I beat Quill, I'm gonna get my hands on some rotating hyper circuits.
Boo! No one knows what those are.
You know what, Quill? I think it's unfair. You got 2 guns, I got 1. I think my points should count double from now on.
That's cheating.
All right, Thumper goes there, Quill.
Can't shoot.
Hey, Thumper ain't gonna install itself.
It's not gonna piss off every critter around, right?
Sorry, Quill. Not taking no chances after the last one. I gotta test it real quick.
Not again.
I'm not gonna run after you.
Rocket!
I only flip the switch on and off to see if it starts. Gotta love that kill radius.
This cannon.
We're just killing party people! Take this! And that!
Rocket! At least they make a good splat!
It is indeed satisfying.
Darn it! I thought we were safe! Oh, come on! Now we gotta deal with junk slugs?
Don't gawk at it! Shoot it!
Very helpful!
Okay.
You're welcome! Now stop distracting me!
Wrap them up, bud! Do we really need to test?
Testing's the most enjoyable part.
Whoa! Those ones really go out with a bang!
Rocket! Safety's off!
Oh yeah! It is like that time! Watch it, Quill! That slime is not a good time! Oh yeah! I'm gonna murderize the lot of ya!
Our engineer at work!
How are there this many of them?
Don't let them swarm you!
Blow them up!
Not a chance! I've gotten way more! These things are even slimier on the inside!
Nice splatter, Rocket!
I know, right? What was that worth? 5 points?
Oh, come on! You can't just give yourself points like that!
Like we're done installing our thumpers.
Great job.
Yeah, great job. Anyway, let's end up this stream because it's been a while. It's taken quite a long time. Took us quite a while to get started, and it's been a pleasure. This is a good game. I think I'm gonna enjoy it, unless of course it continues to be. Again, let's see. But overall, since I know that this is, now that we know from Pierre Antoine that this is made in G2. G2 is also the engine that Hitman, of course, probably extremely modified now internally in-house. But one of the things that are here is that it's kind of easy to control reverberation in terms of marking areas. So reverb also changed when we went into this tiny rotundum. Sounds like nice marked areas, and what you can't mark, you can have automatically calculated by having rays and so on. Like, really reflective. There's also a system for camera so that we have a directional listeners. Everything that's behind us gets muffled slightly compared to what's in front of us. That's really nice. Footsteps have sort of like the same type of footstep with the same base, regardless of what we step on, but every kind of material seems to also have a slight sweetener so that they change just a tiny bit, which is also nice because they don't have to change and become super different every time we make a move or go material. Really nice work. Also, all the dialogue, really nice dialogue mixing, and dialogue comes through quite crisp and clean, even in times of combat where there's lots of fires. And level design, I'm a little skeptical about it because I'm had more than a couple of times already a hard time knowing where to go, but that might change. But anyway, it's a nice sounding game. A little flat, but I'm really looking forward to listening to this on speakers on my nice total like 7.1 setup that we have here in the studio, rather than just listening to tones. Also to just listen to the dynamics and so on. It's great. And apart from that, I hope I will see you on Thursday for a stream on Age of Empires. If you have any questions, fire away right now. And all this. Hope. I will, of course, make a video on this game, just like other games, but that requires that I play it, find stuff, and be able to debug it thoroughly, and to be able to show it off. Here, Antoine, you'll probably love that. If I find bugs, I can bug you about it. Yeah, no worries. Been really looking forward to this game. I mean, it's superhero games, Marvel games, and so on have a history of not being super good. And this is definitely one of the best I've ever played in that regard. Spider-Man, the later ones, yeah, sure, they're good. But before all that, lots of really, really poor Marvel games, really, really poor DC games, and so on. And this is good. This has potential. I'm really looking forward to playing it. Yeah. Is there even anyone around? Except for you and me. Four other people in the chat, I see. Gonna cut it short. Trust me, I probably will. I probably will DM you, Pure Antoine. And thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And nice seeing you again. It's been a while. Catch up somehow. Y'all all have a wonderful evening. I shall also be getting back to work, which tonight is painting my room totally pink. Kind of like the background. Cheers, everyone.